Hello, hello, honey, bojo, kenawea. Minno gijigat. Niske. Minno gijigat. I'm just checking out my garden. It's amazing. There's what do you call these guys again? Butterfly plants. I transported these guys, just 2 of them. Now we have 13. No, 15, sorry, 15 of them popping up, milkweed. This is one of the medicines that we work with. It's good medicine for the Mimengwe, Ogama Mimengwe, the monarch, And what's amazing here is that I started out with only 2. I bought 2 of these about 8 years ago or something. And now, every year I end up with just under 50 of them. So I just repot them, put them out here, and then I have a big giveaway ceremony. I love these plants because they're called spider plants, This is a different variety, and it has exploded all beautifully. This one here has grown up. This was a gift, 1 plant, and now I got something like a dozen. It's amazing. But why did I get spider plants? Well, because, I did some research and I looked at spider plant, and the space company called NASA. Well, they have invested a lot of time and energy and money in researching plants that will be good for oxygen, cleaning the air and generating oxygen, And it doesn't require much sunlight. Well, these spider plants are the way to go. Another one that came up on my research was the mother tongue, also known as a snake mother-in-law snake plant or something. Yeah. And these guys don't require any sunlight at all. And I noticed that when I brought them out here, they're kind of suffering a bit. So if you're looking for a plant to clean up the air in your home, allergies and stuff, those are the plants to go for. Here, I got my, look at that, I started off with a little tiny seed, and then I potted it, and it grew up, and then I transplanted it, and now it's about almost 4 feet high. And it spread, it jumped from here all the way to here. And that's something, right beside the cedar. And as soon as it started to grow beside the cedar has turned more green. It started losing its yellow leaves. It started coming out. It's amazing, This plant, I love. It stinks. It has a funny smell. But it's a real good fertilizer plant. You take a few leaves, you put them in a bucket of water, let them sit for a week or more. It will start to sink and ferment. And that becomes the strongest fertilizer for your plant. You gotta dilute it, I learned that trick from my farmer buddy, Jacob. This is sage, a gift that was given to us from a family member, beautiful family member. So we're waiting. All I did was I cut the bottom off and the top off. So it's just a cone here, and then I filled it up. I filled it up with soil and I topped it up, and this will harden the plant when you do it this way. It's still connected to the earth because there's no bottom, it's just a tube. So, but also it prevents all these weeds, from going and taking the nutrients from the plant as it's settling into its new home, forever home. This one here is a Chinese invasive plant, but boy, oh boy, does it ever create a beautiful flower. And the bees just love it, And it's got this huge stalk. Look at the size of that stalk, It's massive. Wow, real juicy. So it takes a lot of water. Down there I have berries, but they're all done now. And here I have, what's that thing called? It's a zucchini? No, not zucchini. I forget now. It's a melon anyway. One of the melons. Kosman, Kanzees here, another medicine. These are hostas. Real big and beautiful flowers. I don't know if it has a medicinal quality, but I know it's a decorative plant. Don't mind the blanket hanging here. I was at the camp and doing teachings. We spilled some oil on it, so we're trying to clean it up. This one is gourds. These are gourds. Look at the flower on that, eh? Ain't that gorgeous? Beautiful flower. Just love it. I put together a little bamboo trellis. It doesn't seem to care for the trellis, eh? It just wants to go up to the fence. So it's taking over the fence. And that's fine. That's what it's all about, eh? And again, I got my, I don't know why. If anybody knows why these guys are getting these kind of weird speckles on them, I'd really like to know. Okay. This is amazing. Look at the kale. It's massive. This is all grown from seed kale. And then we got our zucchini. Look at a massive zucchini, man. That's just great. We got zucchini coming out of everywhere. And this is in that, I planted this. Look at the size of that thing. It's just huge. That's got to be at least over a foot long easy. So we're going to have some barbecue zucchini videos coming up for you. Oh yeah, everybody needs echinacea. Oh, who's that? Oh, that was Almo. I disturbed Almo's work. But that's a beautiful echinacea. This is my partner's garden. So she has echinacea. She has pearly everlasting, Ontario sage, various other medicines on the bottom there. I forget what she called this. And here's another one of her gardens. She's got sage growing and sweetgrass coming up. And that's it. And we'll move on to here. This is my garden. I got my tobacco coming up. These were all planted from seed, eh? And then in here, there's carrots, kind of mixed in with clover. That's really good. I forget what this guy's called. He's part of the mint family. Well, yeah, he's part of the mint family because it's a square stem. But I have no clue what it is. And this was our bee balm, but it got destroyed by the silly squirrels. Bee balm is a great medicine. Look it up. And in here we got our mint. Beautiful mint. That's our beautiful mint. The bees love this guy. Look at the size of my tobacco, eh? Here's my hand. It's about just over 8 inches. And that's the size of a leaf. Right there. Just give you an idea. Wow, isn't that something, eh? It's like 2 and a bit hands. Ain't that something, eh? That's a big leaf. Holy mackerel. And they're all like that. You know what I do every morning when I come out to do my prayers in the morning? I love this citronella. I take my tobacco. I do my prayers, my gratitudes, right? And I pray for my family and friends. And then the tobacco I'm holding, I'll sprinkle a little bit on top of each leaf, eh? And I'll say, Chimmiquetch Windom. So, and I do that to every single plant, eh? So this one here, I have no clue what this is, but if you guys know, send me a comment in the Facebook comments, eh? And of course, this is my compost. So I've just been throwing all my food, the leftovers. And the funny thing is that I got potatoes coming up. I doubt I'll have any potatoes because I didn't mound it up as it was growing. And that's okay. Strawberries came up. And we already ate those. Those were happy. This is my very pride and joy this year. Is I made a trellis. You know? A little climbing fence. I made this. Right there. All the way up. Goes about 9.5 feet up. straight down. I just attached it with some screws, slapped it together, put some string, jute twine, because I noticed I had a metal one last year, a trellis, and the cucumbers would not touch the metal. It got too hot, and they did not like the metal trellis. So this year I decided I'm going to go with wood and see how they like it, and they're all over it. Look at this. They're wrapping around the wood, they're wrapping around the rope here. They're climbing up, they're going out, they're happy. These are all going to be cucumbers. About 5 years ago, I grew cucumbers in the same garden, and my cucumbers were over a foot long. It was amazing. The biggest cucumbers I've ever seen. So I'm hoping I get the same results this year. It's a little slow start. You know how the weather's been and everything. You know, but it's up there. Look at him go. He's just climbing up there. Bucket garden's really slow, but it's growing too. Look at his cucumbers. Going up, 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 up. That little tiny trellis I made out of bamboo leftover. Really cool. Got tomatoes. I love these tomatoes. You know, they're so juicy. They're like little power packs of energy for me and hydration. We got a chamomile. Chamomile was really good. Luana, my partner, has been picking them as a boat, a flower. In here we got a little bit of onion, not very good, and we got some of this thyme over here, and we got catnip here, lots of catnip. It's really good, and it's all from seed. All of this is from seed, eh? What else we got? Let's see. Moving on, we got lots of medicines on here, weeds people call them, but they're medicine. Dandelion, really good for the liver, cleaning your blood. We got plantain for wounds. Got my big lettuce. Got to start picking this before it bolts. Make some what do you call it, stir fry and smoothie. And inside here we have all kinds of catnip and mince, different kinds of mince and onion. And we got some sage here, and all from seed. I love taking a leaf of sage, cut it in half, grind it, and then dip it into my coffee and let it stew. Oh, my coffee ever tastes good in the morning. This is Mochi's grass. It's only half now. She's been chomping it down like crazy. She loves her grass, so that's good. Anyway, that's it for the garden update. Everything's good. So happy with it, and it's starting to look like really, really good in here. I wish I had more beds to work with. I'm going to have to build some more beds, smaller beds, eh? I want to expand this even bigger. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know everything's good here in Kanzee universe. Life is good. And I hope to check in with you guys again in the near future. Aha. Chimigochkino, yeah? Migochka bijayik. Thank you all for coming. Check out my video, eh? Bamapi, Kawabmin Minwa, Weeba Kawabmin. I'll see you again soon. Kazaganim. Love you all.